One of the routine activities that I do as a parish priest is to offer a blessing. It can be a blessing of a new home, a new car, the blessing of a Bible, a rosary, the medal of a saint. It can also be a blessing for people, blessings for birthdays, for their anniversaries, or on their sick beds. A dictionary theology that I have defines the word blessing to mean an authoritative declaration, invocation, or a bestowal of divine approval. As Catholics, we usually make the sign of the cross when a blessing is given. I usually do this when I give a blessing. The gospel reading that we will hear at Mass this Sunday is from Luke. It is his version of the Beatitudes, or a guide of what it means to be a disciple of Jesus. In it, Jesus says things that should at the very least strike us as odd, if not also be a major challenge for us. He declares that the poor, the hungry, the sorrowful, and the hated are blessed. He's given his divine approval to the very things that we work on a daily basis to avoid. Who wants to be hated? Who wants to be sad? Who wants to live in poverty? And if that wasn't enough to blow up our preconceptions about the order of things, then Jesus goes one step further. He gives a warning to the wealthy, the complacent, the popular, the very things that we are told that we are to spend our lives to achieve. What gives? What gives is that the proper order of things as a disciple is the opposite of what the world values. Divine approval or blessing is given to those whose hearts cry out for what only being in a right relationship with God can fulfill. It is the hunger for the truth, the weeping over sin and injustice, and that being denounced as evil because of our love of Jesus and living out that love and the conversion and change of life that this love calls us to. Now, an important note. We are blessed for being hated only if it's because of our faith. If we are mocked in person or lit up on social media because we're being a jerk, that doesn't count. There is no divine approval of our jerkiness. Being in right relationship with God through Jesus means that we cannot give our lives over to the endless pursuit of what I think of as the usual suspects: power, status, wealth, and pleasure. To have a disordered love of these things is the woe that Jesus speaks of in the gospel. It is to place our trust in ourselves instead of God. And whenever we do so, it does not end well. Prophet Jeremiah, who we also hear from at Mass this Sunday, is even more blunt. He says, "Cursed is the one who trusts in human beings, who seeks his strength in flesh, whose heart turns away from the Lord. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose hope is in the Lord." This is the proper order of things. It is the divine approval that is given to us as disciples, as the church. Come share in this blessing at the Church of St. Benedict at Mass this weekend. I look forward to seeing you and your family here. God bless you.